Okay, guys, there's one thing that I need to clarify here. So you've probably just seen the video of the things that I expect you to do in Photoshop, but there is this one assignment and it's tricky. And so the few students that have worked up to it, I've had to show them. So what we have to do here is we want to use this clone stamp tool. So we have to go over here and click on the clone stamp tool. And you can see that we've got this background layer. First, what I want you to do is click that plus button, create a new layer, and let's call this clone. Now, if you inadvertently are on this clone layer, you can see that there's nothing on that layer, and I can verify that by clicking the one layer and seeing that there's nothing there. Now, if you inadvertently go to clone stamp and hit your Alt button, you're actually going to be cloning nothing. And sometimes you'll get a message that says you haven't cloned anything. There's nothing here to clone. You have to make sure that you're clicked on the bottom. We then hit Alt. Now, my brush size is too big, so let's bring that down to something under 100. And so now I'm going to hit Alt again. Let's bullseye in on this part right here. It's kind of blank. I want to cover this fire hydrant. So I'm on my background layer. You can see that it is selected because it's dark. I press and hold Alt. And now when I go over here, you can see that I'm copying what is on this right there. I'm going to demonstrate that again. I'm going to press Alt, and this time I'm going to bullseye in on this. So I click it once with my left click, take my hand off of Alt, and then you can see that it's going to copy wherever I start to click and drag over here. So then I make a small circle, and you can see that I've traced this up there. Okay. But on my last one, I actually put it on that background layer. So I want to back up. Let's verify that I did it right on that first one, and I didn't. So I'm going to step back from that as well. It's the same mistake that you guys are going to make. So we press Alt, bullseye in on this, and then I click on this layer right here. So now when I copy, I'm actually on that clone layer. All right, I'm going to Alt back here on this, go back to my clone layer, and now when I copy this placard, it is up above. So when I go like this, we can see that the changes that I've made are on an individual layer, so that if I want to edit, change the opacity, or delete something, I can do it. If I do it on the background layer, I've destroyed that background layer and there's no turning back. And so it's a little tricky, but it's important that we make this other layer and then we click off of it. All right.